to this computer. Seconds. All right, go ahead, sir. I believe that you got it.
Okay. All right. So I got the template here. Yeah. So I would think. So we make a field.
And where are you? And are you where are you doing that inside of um? Is it in front of event AI or oh
Oh no. So this we're
okay yeah
so we create a tag. So this is the content template.
oh compliment okay oh I won't just jump into AI commands. I'm going to content.
Yeah. This is where I would put a field with that. So like you have this called 5 items, whereas I would think of calling this rather like your weekly review, and then within your weekly review is the top 5 items. That's weird. Did that do like a an underline thing? Oh, geez, maybe it's just what it's showing up on my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, all right. So top 5, and then I want to create this as an AI field.
Oh,
AI enhanced field,
okay.
and then this is where we want to put the prompts. So you have like a mix of things going on here.
Right. I was trying to make it happen. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yep. No worries. Okay, so you got a list to pick from. So with this list to pick from, this can be a search node. So I'm assuming you have some sort of task completion process.
Right, right. Those are just all my things I do during the week, and I just wanted to pick. So basically, I'm telling it. Here's a list. Pick 5 of them randomly. Manipulate the wording so it's a little different next time around, in case it's too repetitious for these people. And then on the sixth line, don't number it and put the name of my boss. So when I generate the email, it's good to go.
Okay. Um, yeah, so my approach to this would be, so we can go in the prompt workbench to, so the prompt workbench gives us a preview of what is being communicated to the AI. So it allows us to better write it. Like, um, let's get my cappuccino. uh, so yeah. So what shows up in the prompt on the field, it'll show up here when we open up the workbench. It'll give us a preview of what's going on. So, we want to do something like pick the top 5 most influential items I completed this week, something like that.
Okay. What I want is just random.
You just want it random for that? Okay.
I just want a random from what, and then from what pick random things.
Okay. So in that case, I will mostly just paste in what you already have in the text here. Thing.
You're going to use page. Let me do it. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, some control. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, I don't know what's happening here.
Oh, I pasted the Zoom link.
Okay, hold on. Let me get control. I'll go ahead and get it for you.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I forget I have to hit control sometimes instead of command. how that is. I just changed my background noise. I wonder if that helped at all.
Uh, it's
No difference.
yeah, no difference. That's fine. I understand. I have that. Then I don't know if you saw the list. I think you did.
So I just want to get rid of this. How about it? Okay. So we only changed some of the wording. We'll still keep the same understanding of this perform. List will have some numbered. Okay, but we'll say here's 5 items from the list. Okay. So that's kind of like the AI instructions, but then we want to give it the list. So my approach here would be to create a search node. Let's say there's a date for them. So this kind of goes back to what we were talking about the other day when making different fields in a super tag instead of the same field. Now we have to choose which one of these dates belongs to your task.
Now, if I just gave it a 30, like I gave it a 20 line list, couldn't it just randomly pick?
It could. It could. I guess the only difficulty with that is you have to go into the prompt. Well, actually, we can hack away around this. Okay. So I was going to say you'd have to go into the prompt and give it the list every time.
Oh, what? It ain't gonna read it?
What's that?
It is not gonna read the list from my list?
It'll read the list, but what I'm saying is if you want to update the list each week,
Oh,
you would have.
no, this is a list of 30 things I do every week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make 50 items in here and I'm going to leave it alone. And it's going to be a little robot that generates. It's going to randomly pick. I do these things every week.
Oh, it's a set list. Okay.
Yes, set.
Okay. I guess still my preference is towards not burying things within the prompts because then you have to go back into the prompt. But
I see.
I guess for now we can.
Oh, I see. By the way you were going to do it, I could easily just edit it. I mean, all I got to do is add to my list.
So what I was thinking of, we could put it.
That's very cool.
For example, we could put it. We could put it in a field, then instead of pasting the list into the prompt.
That's good. I like.
We can.
That's good.
We could just reference this field. So.
You want me to get you the?
Hold on, no, I could do it. I just gotta do the control instead of command. There we go. So let's field definition. Oh, so we need to. Can you open up the today page in a new panel? So I think it's, I don't know if it's control click or shift click or not shift click, but command click. I guess we could just regular click it, and then if it gets rid of the one schema, I can just open it back up. Okay. So so we got some weekly review. Let's get testing out here.
Trying to make it work, but
yeah, no worries. It's good. This is what I wanted to see actually. Okay. So we can here. Yeah, so for example, in the workbench, I can put this, yeah, that node as an example. And then it tells me here what it grabs. So for example, there's nothing in that list to choose from, but if I say test,
Yeah.
and then you have to like expand collapse. And now it, oh, interesting, it didn't show it. So I'll have to do not that, but dollar list. There we go. So now like test shows up there. So what we can do is grab your list to pick from. And we can just drag this whole thing in here. Well, one interesting that I see is a lot of these nodes were deleted.
Yeah. I can paste it. I can copy it from another place.
Oh, you don't need a copy. You would just hit this trash symbol,
Okay.
and you could say move out of trash.
But you got to do for each one, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering. Let's see if we do okay, select node and siblings. Okay. I guess we do it through one at a time. That's a
Okay.
bummer. I thought, but I'm curious to see what it does in the workbench because it's one layer deep. Sometimes it only gets the first layer. So it looks like you didn't even get the first layer, just got the first one. So we here shift tab. Oh, there we go. So now it's showing. Okay, so it shows everything on the first level there.
You want me to just get it from another place? That way, and then we kill all those.
I'm curious to see what happens if I just do this. Oh. And okay, so it still grabs them even though they're in the trash. We can see.
Okay.
So here's this whole list of things.
Oh, how about this? If I ever empty the trash, will I kill myself?
Emptying the trash, I think will, yeah, like, I don't know. Even then, there might be ways to get it. I see people on the Slack channel every now and then being like, "Oh, I emptied all my workspace," and
Yeah.
Tana might have a way to restore things.
How about I just copy it from another one? It's a fresh another app, and
Well,
paste it that way. Because I empty my trash periodically. I'm gonna.
you're good now. As I said, all these are still visible. You just once we're done, you could go through and click them, but they're still showing up in this example. So
I see.
yeah. So this prompt is saying, look at the list to choose from field, and we could see in this expanded prompt section, this is what the AI is going to see, and we can see it gave it that whole list here.
Okay.
So it's doing its job, right? And then we can go to the bottom here and we can test this AI completion. So let's see. It looks like it got 5 items. It looks like it didn't number them though.
Okay.
But then it did put the email at the bottom. So sometimes we just have to go up and we have to tweak the prompt here. So sometimes I like to do them each on a separate line. just to kind of separate out the instructions, because then I could go line by line and make adjustments. So choose 5 items, randomly change the wording. Okay. So I think this I would do. So you're saying the list we each have a line number. Rather, we want to say more like we want it to output, right? You want the output to have numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once
So one. So we could test this again. Okay. So it looks like a number to 1 through 5, and that's what it'll give. So we ran the test there. Now we can confirm here.
uh, um oh, I see. So let's say come Monday I want to invoke this. I would just type 880 whatever something and then tag it with weekly review and then do the purple button.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, you could like run it again for this one here, 888. You can add a new list to choose from, or just copy and paste that old list, or we could put the list itself. If it's going to be the same list, you could put it in directly into the template list to choose from. So then every time you tag weekly review, the list will show up in the list to choose from.
Okay. Where's it pulling where's the list choose from coming from?
The list is right here. What you had shared in the earlier command, I just drug it in here.
Okay. So if I click it, that it has that.
This first one does, yeah.
Oh, okay. I understand that now.
But if you want all of them to have the same list, we can just select node as siblings and just drag them in to the template.
There you go. That way it's not better.
Oh, that's what happened there.
It did a prompt.
Oh, I must have selected something. Yeah, I selected something on there. Let's see. Undo. Oh, but Control Z. Undo.
Okay.
All
So
right.
if I ever want to add to it or modify it, I click to the list to choose from.
Yeah, you can go to the template list, because now if I do a new weekly review, this list shows up
Okay.
in here. But I think if you change it here, yeah, it doesn't change it on the original. So if you make another one, it's going to pull from the original list here.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you just go in and then hit that purple star and it'll generate.
There it is. That's beautiful. Okay. Analyzes yeah, very good. Okay. Yeah, it's doing good. I really just didn't know how, I was in the wrong area. You saw. Okay. Now, so there's ways of embedding buttons and all this other crap in there, right? But
That's the area that you were in. So on the right direction. So for example, this AI field, anytime you put AI in a field, it always has this purple button.
okay.
But you could make that a part of the tag in this compact menu where you were. So we could say we'll call it run top 5. Can make that a command. Now it shows us a button here, but we have to put something in it. Right now it won't do anything because
It already generated.
there's no command there. So we could say there's a command called run AI fields. And then from here, defaults to run all empty fields. But right now is the only, I think, top 5 is the only field there is. So it should, there's no list here. So if I get rid of the tag it again. Now the list shows up. So instead of clicking this, now you can click run top 5.
Okay. So
And
it's
it ran.
a button, and that. So I know you did the run 5, but this you started configuring run when you typed in run dot 5, that put the button there, but then I have to configure the button, right?
Yeah. Yep. So that's what this is. Commands can run other commands. So Tana has this built-in command called run AI fields, which says run every field that is an AI field within this tag.
Wow.
So we set up this top 5 field with this prompt to be AI. So this command is just, it's like a layer of sequence. So we could run the top 5 field directly, or we could use this run AI fields to run all AI fields, which includes the top 5. And then we just put that inside of a button command. So it's command within a command within a command.
Okay. All right. Oh, and it's germane to the tag. It's talking to the tag. That's what it knows.
Yeah, the compact menu belongs to this weekly review tag.
Okay. Well, what's the full menu then?
Full menu, they're talking, they didn't word this very well. Full menu should really be called like hidden menu. So if I just take this and move it to the full menu, oh, interesting. Why is it? Oh, so if you put in the full menu, it doesn't show unless the node is expanded.
Oh, okay.
I think they even changed that. It used to not show unless you were like zoomed in on it, like this. It wouldn't. The button wouldn't show.
Oh, that's right. I remember somebody talking about that.
Yeah. So if I put this, let's see. Oh, I should remove this here. Yeah, that on added stuff. That's a trigger thing.
Okay.
Um,
And then pull it out.
If I put this back in the compact menu,
Then it's functional the way I understand. Okay, cool. Oh, I like it compact.
well, it's functional. It just shows up when it's collapsed.
I see. So it should be on collapse or something like that.
Yeah, it should be like, yeah, like always visible menu versus sometimes visible menu.
Okay. So I see you're at a place where with certain time into it. Do you want to continue? Because I could use my full time, then I'll pay you, or how do you want to work that? Because I don't want to take away where you're from.
No, you're good. If you have more questions and you just want to do a full hour right now, we can keep going.
We'll put it all we'll bundle this all together. Okay. So that we started at 10:10, so we'll end at 11:10. Is that right for me?
Yeah, sure, that works.
Okay, cool. All right, here. So since I have another prompt that I've always wanted to do. Uh, um, Another prompt I wanted to do, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to do. let me go ahead and give you my prompt. Let me get it from um, let me get it from a couple places here, and then I'll share it to you.
Sounds good.
To 8. Okay, I'm gonna clip. So I have what I so what I do is let's say I have a full um extract from a YouTube. Some guys talking about X topic. Uh, super cool. I love it. So then I said, I give Tana or I would GPT, hey, I want you to extract data from this talk, uh, and this is the format I want you to do. So in the clipboard is the format that I wanted. So, and then I can give you an excerpt from a. What I do is, somebody's doing a talk on uh, carbohydrate and its role in the body. Okay, whatever. And then I would, I get the audio, put it in Transcribe, an app I use. It does a really perfect job of pulling it and time stamping it. I put that in the clipboard. I do that, and then I say, "Here's my format. Please process this talk and put it in the outline form. And here's an example of my outline." Okay. So in your clipboard right now, you have my formatting. So how would you implement?
Yeah. So let's see. I would just want to put that. Um. So I played around with it a little bit, but Tana does a. I don't think it's the transcript per se, but it's like the captions
Yeah.
from YouTube videos. You could pull that automatically into Tana.
The only problem with that is the one I use is super true to what
Okay.
you know.
Okay. So you don't want to pull directly from YouTube into Tana. You're okay with copy pasting
Yes,
this transcript, but you want to do the AI formatting in Tana.
that's right.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you got an example.
Yeah, GPT helped me write this up.
Okay. Yeah. So you haven't used this anywhere else.
Uh,
This is
no, I've used that formatting a lot. Uh,
okay.
I just don't know how to. I basically what I've been doing is I use it in. So what I do is I'll get the transcript, paste it, and then I'll get this and paste it and say, "Hey, format it according to the below," and then and then GPT would output it. And then I would paste it inside of Tana because that's where I keep my knowledge.
So I think my only worry off the top is transcripts can be lengthy. Be curious to see how many AI credits it eats up doing some of these. Oh, I wouldn't think it would eat them all up at once. Like that would take quite a bit of text to do, but that's just something in the back of my mind. But even with that being said, we're to go forward. It would be, so we want to make a tag that serves as like that formatter. I guess we'll just call it YouTube formatter for now.
Okay.
So we got the YouTube formatter. And I think we're good with the weekly review stuff for now. So I'll close those. Good. Then within the YouTube formatter, you want to have transcript. So that's where you would paste in your transcript. And then the next one we could just call formatted. Okay. And then this is the one we'll make an AI field and we'll put this in as the prompt.
Okay.
So the formatted transcript, AI yes field, prompts, and then yeah, we could try just putting this whole right there in here.
And then
Okay.
I can get you a real quick transcription if you want.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I need.
Tell me when you're ready to let me get a transcription.
Yeah, just one moment. I want to see. Grab this. Copy. Oh, just um, so grabs all that. All right, so now might as well see them in there. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go get my transcription. Okay, I'm gonna paste it in transcript.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so it's there.
Yeah, the only bummer I'm seeing off the top, I don't know, is this like going to be the transcripts that you'll have in the future? Because there's no timestamp information.
I must have did something wrong, but I don't care. I should care because I have coding for it. Here, let me get one. Let me see what I did wrong. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Nice. Okay. Right. So, um, Matt. Good. So I'm curious to see how this will perform. One thing I'm thinking might need to rewrite the prompt, but I don't think that'll be too difficult. Let's see, so that's quite a bit of tokens,
Okay.
but it shouldn't be too bad. All right, let's give this a shot.
Am I pushing Tana too much, or is it better housed in GPT?
Mm, I don't think this. Well, sometimes the best way is just to run an experiment. I don't think this is pushing too much. Like
Okay.
I push too much with another uh with another client where, but we ran it on like something like this, less text in the prompt, but we ran it on 2,000 nodes at once.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
And that ate up a lot of tokens.
Okay.
Um, it was like a one-time formatting thing, so it was needed. It was good. It got the job done, but even then, I wasn't expecting it to do that many tokens.
Okay.
So this will just run once here. So we'll see how this formats. I guess what I tend to be biased towards is interesting.
Oh,
Um, you like that?
I like that. So,
Okay.
let's see what's underneath. Oh yeah, see. So and then
Interesting.
what I would do then it's capturing, and I go in there and I told it explicitly I want all the details, and then I take the time I do what I call slow learning, which
Yeah.
which I will prune out the crap and then I distill it. That way I have true workable actionable knowledge. You know what I'm
Right
saying?
on. So it looks like I don't. This is what you want, though. It doesn't look like it actually grabs the transcript.
Right. It's summarized it got so that so that let's say I'm doing a search and I said, hey, what do I know about carbs and fat loss? Oh,
Oh yeah, just
fat.
do a quick search, calories, carbs, whatever.
And then I know the link. But then this goes into my library,
Oh,
right? So this will go into notes dash V1 in my library under the thing. So when I search for whatever and it comes up with a hit, I can go to the minute and actually because I know where the link is, I can pull it up. But at least I can follow concepts and like I'm doing a study on carbs, fats, or whatever the topic is. Uh, I'm able to pull from my own knowledge.
yeah. So I guess with some of what you just said there, I'd be curious. We could add a field here for the YouTube URL as well.
Okay.
So just so you have it all in one place.
So what I would do is I would take, maybe you can help me. Inside of my lib2, there's a thing about the name of this thing called what did it call? 4 steps to understanding fat loss. That's the name. I would drag that to V1, notes dash V1, so that these notes are actually in my library.
So you would put like this YouTube formatter in your notes V1 field.
Uh, um, the output of it. Here, I'm gonna grab a mouse. I'll go ahead and pull up. Okay. And so there's the source already and all that good stuff. And I would drag those. Let's say it was that. Let's say it was that video. I would put the notes in notes V1 because that's then all my searches are keyed to do that. So I'm searching my own library on a topic, on a field.
I don't think the searches are. I guess, yeah. Yeah, if you put the field in the search, I guess that would limit it to that field. Okay. Okay. Um,
And if you see something stupid I'm doing or redundant or too inefficient and you have a better way, I'm always open.
I'm trying to visualize the structuring in a way, just want to make sure everything plays nicely together, or the redundant part. So I don't know about if it's needed to put it in the notes v1 field. I'm curious. So you say you want to put it there so it shows up in your search. Could you give me an example of one of the searches that you made?
Okay. So let me go back. Let me do my so let's do that. Oh, I know what. I'm sorry. Let me look. Hold up. Go back. So then these are the searches I would have where I would look for um um uh where it would search for a word in V1.
Okay.
Oh, and then search for where the author is because it's in maybe it wouldn't work there, but a lot of my stuff is with various searches inside of V1. And I see what you're saying. It don't even need to be connected, but it's there because it's in my library. I can go over there and pull it up, and everything's all in one place. Um, um,
Can you show me some of those searches?
okay.
Yeah, just
It's like, for instance, here you go.
yeah, yeah. So like that there. Okay, search lib2. So it's lib2 tag with that offer and the name human. Okay. So can you show me one of the notes v1 one, though?
Okay.
Because I guess that's what I'm thinking is like, I want to, want to set this up so it's in tune with how you think. Um,
Okay, here's one note: the importance of mind soul. Um, so so what I would do is, because I have all these, I'm looking in the category spirit. I am looking in my library. I am now looking in V1. I am now looking for the word meditation or soul.
okay,
And
but that,
then it narrowed down everything very quickly.
yeah, but even like this search was, I think this search was for human, right? And it was at the layer above. So,
That
so
that was another one. This is a different one.
can you show me the query?
Oh, the query. Oh no. So this is what I was showing you was an example of a note.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah, that's yeah. I just want to. I'm curious to see how you like would have a query for that set up. Um,
Like for um on this one, I remember the guy uh used the word human in a talk.
yeah.
So so um and I know it's in his in under David somewhere. Actually, it's not even pulling up V1. But what I'm saying is a lot of my data is in V1
Okay.
and to then tie to a video or a book.
Um, all right. Yeah, I think pretty sure it'll work out
No,
fine. I just
so I've the way it is now, I've used it all the time and it works.
okay.
If it's in V1, I can find it, and then when I throw these other filters, it allows me to zoom in and focus in a particular area. Okay.
Okay, yeah, yeah. If it's in line already, then yeah, putting it there is works out great.
Okay. All right. I don't know if you track with me, but it does work, and I put everything. So let's say I got 15 books on various topics. They're in my library. I put my highlighted cool knowledge in V1, one sort of atomic notes in. Then when I do a search and the concept at a health and fitness or the concept was spirit, then I get rid of, I have just cut out a lot of other search, um, a very focused search because it's not looking in a lot of places, only what I told it specifically to look.
Yeah. Okay, so this actually this reminds me of the point I think I was worried about is I would worry about the what happens if the layer if the information is less nested one layer deeper. So like right now this YouTube formatter, the
I,
transcript information is in a field within the formatter.
oh yeah, yeah.
Now, an alternative, a very simple alternative to that is
Unindent everything flat.
don't even have to unindent it. We could just build title with field.
Oh wow.
So right now, um, like the formatted transcript, that's where you're formatted. Well, no, because even within that, there's indentation within all those. Oh, path,
Oh yeah.
path should do it. If you say it's in the path of the notes, as long as the original node lives there, even if it's layers nested, it'll still be in the path of V1. So,
Okay, how about that? Because what you said is exactly right, and that's exactly what I've come up against. It was nested, could not catch underneath. Um, uh, can you write query for me that?
we'll test it because I think actually one limitation of the path is sometimes the field name, but we'll verify it right now. Yeah, it's a good one. Um, so this is a mark learning. Um, so we got
Sim, que vou para esse não depois, eu falo, não posso. Bora, não, não pode estar me dizendo que tem que treinar aí.
I was experimenting with unindexing to making everything flat, but I like the outline formatting better because it's easier to read.
notes view on silence. Okay. So we'll use the same one here, and we'll do. Oh, okay. Here we go. So this one.
O meu bolou três. E eu tinha dois, não, ainda tem que pegar ele só de esperar, teria que tirar nada. Ah, foi.
So, so yeah, this is the Tana system field path. Here's the path.
Still behind. Eu uma vez para toda jet, eu tenho já da hora e três guys que vão que são nós. Outras vezes.
I'm going to show the same nodes.
Okay, you could change the word.
Oh, but it didn't. So yeah, it didn't pick that up. Alternative, I think, could.
So could it wouldn't be, so that's a field in lib2. You wouldn't say path is lib2.
You're right. Yeah. So that's what, if we can't do the path of a field, we could do the path of a tag. I know we could do that. So yeah, we'll do. It's in the path of lib2, and it says silence. Oh, sorry. I put that as a field. I gotta change that to tag. Oh. Still field. There we go. All right. That's okay. So the word silence in the path of lib2. So anywhere nested below a tag that says lib2 is what we should get. It's not too much. Oh, what? Okay. Silence, silence, silence. Now to go. I think you might like this too. I love this path. It's very. I don't know, it reminds me of room research, or what I liked about room research. You can, in a search node, you could go to view options, and you could display the path. So if I go here, display path, Now, if you hover your cursor over, it'll show you like the full path here.
Oh, nice.
But when we display path, and now it shows it right above the node without having to hover the cursor. So you could just scroll through and you could see.
Oh my God, oh my God. So it's contextualized knowledge. I know because I'm familiar with all these things, what he's talking about in the bigger picture. So
You can see it. You can see the whole nested
see the
tree.
whole thing. I see the whole tree immediately. Oh, that's
Now, one important thing to keep in mind with this is the idea of the original node versus a reference. So I can give you an example. Let's see. I think we'll close up this for now. Go to your today. And let's do. Yeah. Put a reference out there and I'll say Excalibur. Hopefully you haven't used that anywhere else in your notes. This will just be a
I don't think
little example. So if I copy Excalibur and I paste it at the bottom of your notes right now, because it has those dots around it, that's a reference.
Okay, gotcha.
To this. So if I create a search node, Excalibur, it's only going to show it once. And if I display path, the path is on your today node because that's where the original lives.
I see.
So even though it's here, that's a reference. So that's not gonna pick up in the search like that. Well, if you find that you've done that, you can do a Control K ring reference node here.
I see.
So if I do that, now the original lives here. The reference is where the original was, and the path is now within the lib2. So that's something to keep in mind is if you're putting notes within your notes v1, and it looks like you've done that, because the circle is whole, it's not a dotted circle, it's how I know that's an original node. But yeah, the original is important to using paths. It will show up in other searches, but I think just particularly the path. Actually, that'd be interesting to see. If I bring the original back here, and then I do say I do notes v1, but then I put this in there. I'm curious what happens here. So it doesn't. Interesting. Oh, save. Okay. Interesting. So it is still showing with the field search. Okay. But if I add the path part, let's see. Yeah,
Oh,
is
you
the path because it doesn't live on the path. It's a very interesting. Yeah.
does it have to be lowercase c or
No, because if I get rid of this path part again and I go back to the
oh, it will find it. Yeah, yeah.
search, or it did find it before. That's weird. Why does it keep going back and forth? Yeah, if I go lowercase e, will that? Okay, so it shows up there. But now if I do path, it does do the same thing where it gets rid of it. Lug. Yeah, so it gets rid of it there.
And why
But
is that one doing that like that?
it's doing that because when you use path, it's looking at the original node.
Oh,
So
because that's not a reference.
so
It's a reference, not a an actually embedded. When I
yeah, so the reference text Excalibur lives within the nodes, but the original node doesn't. So as soon as I use the path part, it disappears because it doesn't also meet that argument.
I see. So therefore, if I had notes and then at I was searching, oh, some guy wrote a sermon, really cool. I then later on, 2 months later, I'm checking it out and I'm me references embedded into it. It would not find it in 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 the ones I put the reference, only the original of that one.
It'll find now. What's nice though is even if you do find the original, um, for example, you just search Excalibur. Okay, it finds the original right here.
Yeah.
Whenever you reference something, it tells you. So
Oh,
you can hit the little number next to it, and it tells you where you referenced it.
man. That's I've been wanting what you just did forever, forever. Wow. That um, just before you leave, you verified that the Mark learning path one is working, and I could build a lot of queries.
Yeah. So that was in your, I think your focus panel, searches, and then
I think that was L library two queries.
okay. Do you want to navigate there?
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah. Okay. This is the wow. Hold up. I had it a sec. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got that there.
Okay. I'm going to verify it works. Um, okay. So while this is recording, explain to me one more time in this. I can capture it in my process.
Yep.
What's
So
it doing?
so you got two components in the search. The one is just searching for the word silence anywhere. And then the second part is saying it also needs to be in the path of the tag lib2. So the original node needs to live. It could be a child, a grandchild, a great, 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 great grandchild, but it needs to be somewhere in that tree path
That's
of something that is tagged lib2.
Okay. So, and this is going to work no matter how it's nested.
No matter how it's nested.
I mean,
Yes,
it's got to be in a course path.
as long as the original node is in the path. Yeah, it doesn't matter how deep it's nested. Doesn't matter if it's also nested in a field. As long as the original node is in that pathway and it's named silence, it'll show up.
Excellent. Perfect. Okay, it's 11:11. Hey, Mark, truly stuff I've been wanting to do for about 3 years. I appreciate this tremendously. All right, I'll exit out, my man, and I will be as soon as you generate, I will be sending you some more money. And well, I know you probably think I'm crazy. You have anybody crazy like me? Could we calling you every other day or that?
Not yet. that's but well, I don't know. I did some talking with one guy on Slack. He's kind of like do a little bit of mentor type stuff as far as like coaching me on where I could go with this.
Excellent.
We chat regularly. But yeah.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much, Mark. You enjoy your day. Yeah. We'll be checking you out. Okay.
Likewise. Awesome. Thanks, Troy.
Thank you, sir.
Talk to you later.